All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Again, thank you everyone for taking time out of your busy holiday. We are going to, but we have some great, exciting things to share with you all this, New Year's Eve. If for those who don't know me, my name is Tim Huff. I'm the president of Agravitae, and I will tell you often that I work for you, and I am again so very thankful that all of you have joined us tonight. Tonight we have with us we have Dee Shaw, we have Ashley Brown, we have Stacy Kozal. I don't know, I haven't seen Dory Peterson maybe joining us. And we have introducing, for many of you, you've never met her before, but we have Dr. Gala Gates, and she is going to be, I think everyone is going to love her. Great, a lot of information about not only our products and our ingredients, but she's going to be helping us, really educate on how we work to solutions with using our products. But one last thing I need to do here is I need to share. We've got some presentations today, and here, let me just pull this up real quick. And all right, let's get this. All right, so do we see these slides?
We see your whole computer screen.
Yes, then I got to now figure out how to blow that up and share it so it can see everything. You know what? Let's stop sharing for a second here. Let me go back and share this again. All right. Love computers until I don't. All right. So let's, but really to kick this off, and our theme for these next 90 days is, and part of this is to how do we bring our body into balance? And again, as we talked about the blueprint and the coaches that we just briefly introduced, we have, Dee Shaw, Dory Peterson, Stacy Kozal, and Ashley Brown, and then Dr. Gala Gates. And I'm just, for these 5 women have put a lot of effort and a lot of into this program. And we're just really excited to be able to bring this to you because this program, like anything else, you're going to get as much out of it as you put into it. And we're all going to learn together. And we're all just going to be here to support and to really help everybody, reach their goals from not only a health perspective, but, just also potentially a wealth perspective. And really, how do you bring your body into balance? Because, we always talk about transforming your bodies, or we talk about transforming your health. But, without balance in your life, not only just from a physical perspective, but also a spiritual perspective and a mental perspective, there's nothing. If you don't have balance there, you really have nothing. So just really quickly, I want everybody on, Dee, Dory, if y'all could just do a quick introduction, and then we'll go on from there. So with you, Dee.
Okay. Stacy's asking me to mute phones, and I can't because you're the host. So can you mute everybody? Because I think there's a little bit of background noise.
Got it.
Then you'll have to unmute me probably.
Let me, yes. And then I need to unmute. Dee, you're going to have to unmute yourself.
I got it. So I guess we'll just kind of go through the coaches the same way. You can just walk your way through. But just really briefly, for those who do not know me, Dee Shaw, I am a mother of 14. That usually is a jaw dropper for everybody. Gave birth to all of them. I am the queen of yo-yo dieting. But I earned my certification in weight management in 2007 and did some personal coaching. And then in 2015, I developed some group coaching programs. I developed Detox U, I developed Metamorph U, and have coached hundreds of folks. And I love to teach people. so because we always say if you know better you can do better, and a lot of times we don't know what we don't know. So I'm excited about this program. I'm excited about the group of coaches that we have, because between all of us combined we have close to, if not over, a century of experience in coaching in the wellness industry in our particular fields of expertise. So I'm really excited about that. We all bring different skills and knowledge to the table. So I am super excited about being able to help people learn how to get their body in balance. And that includes Agravitae, but it also includes some other things too. So this is going to be more than just take the products. It's going to be how the products help you. It's going to be how to eliminate things that are not helping and how to add in things that will help. So I'm super excited. I'm excited to have Stacy on board, because Stacy is going to be the one that I need most to motivate me, because as much as I love nutrition, exercise is not my jam. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but Stacy's going to hold our feet to the fire and help us learn to love to move. So I'm excited about that.
Fabulous. Stacy, do you have any words for everyone? Quick introduction.
I'm Stacy, and as Dee Dee said, I've been in the fitness industry for about 27 years, and yes, I'm that old. 27 years, and I have many clients, but I love nutrition like Dee Dee does. I'm a researcher. I'm a little busy bee. I like to research all the products, all the things that can help our body do better. You know, the more you know, the better you do. And so I'm excited to team up with these guys. We've already kind of been all working together anyways, so we're just glad to bring it to everybody in a 90-day program, and the people that are here with us. And so I'm looking forward to setting up some, giving you guys some incentive to work out. And as you guys listen and hear what our, the incentive program is and different things like that, you'll be excited to get moving. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you do 500 burpees or anything like that. Some of you are like, what's a burpee? Google it. But anyways, I'm not going to make you guys do stuff like that, but we will keep you guys accountable as far as your fitness and getting you moving every day, and just making that part of your lifestyle, because this is about lifestyle changes, something that you can carry on till you're 100 years old. So that's what we want to do, is build better bodies. You got to stay bodies in motion, stay in motion. So that's the object here. So looking forward to it, and I'll let somebody else share now.
Fantastic. Thanks, Stacy. Ashley, are you there?
Hey, Ashley is gonna let Stacy introduce her, because she's got a sick child and she's struggling herself. So I could do it, but I know Stacy could do a better job. So Stacy, would you introduce Ashley also?
Sure. Well, Ashley is a very good friend of mine. She's from she lives in a different part of Florida, but we've known each other for quite a while, and she is a newer mom. Waylon is the one that we're talking about. He's a little sick today. So I love Ashley because she has been on a health journey pretty much her whole life. She got Lyme's disease back probably in 2011, 2010, I think, or something like that. And so she has always been doing things to be proactive with her health. And so she's a research person too. And she's she seeks out pelvic floor health. She's big in the endocrine system, things that can help with your hormone balance and different things like that. So we call her our mommy. She has lots of information to help with kids, and, just a lot of nutrition background also on that. So you guys are going to be, you're going to have lots of help when it comes to implementing different things into your lifestyle that can help you, just not with Graviola, but other things that can help your lifestyle change. So looking forward to that.
And she is also our graphic guru. So
Yeah,
very thankful to have her on board to help us with graphics.
Yes.
Yeah, Ashley, thank you for all you do. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dory, are you there?
I am. Oh,
there you are.
Can you hear me? Okay. I want to make sure I was unmuted. My goodness. I've been running around the house just trying to find a place to go. I don't exactly have anywhere set up yet to do videos, but I'm working on it. It should be done by the end of this week. So, well, I wanted to quickly see who we have on here. So my name is Dory Peterson. Some of you probably already know me because I've done Rebel Food Nurse coaching for a long time. Kind of quit it probably, I don't know, several years ago. It was just a little bit too difficult to try to keep up with work and everything else. But I have a love-hate relationship probably a little bit with food myself and coaching. I might be the next in line from Dee Dee of Yo-Yo Dieter extraordinaire. So, but you know, I guess I would say for me, as far as the weight loss battle, I guess, if you will, it really is in your mind. So much of it is in your mind as far as getting the right mindset down. And I'll tell you, for me, I've done it 5 times. I won't say 6 because I've had 6 kids, and the 6th time I haven't done it. So I need this group as much as everybody else does right now. Not being able to do it that 6th time, I've lost some since I had Luke. But I'll tell you what, having a baby in my 40s, mid 40s, is probably definitely weight loss wise has been one of the hardest things for me to overcome. I have a pretty sedentary job. And so my point to saying all this is I look back at my history and I go, I've done it 5 times. Well, Dee Dee's done it 14 times. So I probably have no good excuse. But the reality is there's complexities to it, to losing weight. There's the fitness component. There's the what you eat component. There's the hormone component. There's family heredity, things like that. There's lifestyle, there's stress. There's so many things that really do matter. I don't think weight loss is just completely calories in, calories out, or your fitness level. There are people out there who work out all the time and they can't lose weight. I mean, there's hormonal issues. There's lots and lots and lots of stuff that contributes to weight gain, and it is difficult. So we also have, our food nation is saturated with sugars and salts, and we're all addicted at some level to all of that. I don't think there's one single person alive that isn't. And when you go back to bad habits, they sure come back very quickly. And that is just human nature. So, we're here it's exciting, I think, for all of us to be here, because I think all of us on here as coaches need it as much as you guys do. So that's the exciting part. And I will say this, I actually love the new year, new you kind of a thing. I don't think it's overplayed, and I'll tell you why. Probably some of my greatest inspiration has come from being a part of coaching groups, whether or not I was a member or whether or not I was a coach in it. Just being among other people who are trying to do the same thing and accomplish the same thing as I am, and having compassion for one another and educating one another. I can't tell you how much I've learned just through, and I'll specify women, although I know we'll have some males in this program too, but I can't tell you how much I've learned through other women, really. I mean, the great thing is that sometimes all it takes is some education, some inspiration, and little tweaks. I always like to say that there could be something that you could learn in this coaching program that might be the littlest thing in the whole wide world that might make the biggest difference, for you health-wise, and for your weight journey, and for your mindset journey. It's not just a weight journey, it's a mindset journey too. It's definitely just all inclusive of feeling better about ourselves. So anyway, I've done it a long time. I've been a registered nurse for, I don't know, 22 years. I have to go back and look. I don't even know, 22, 23, 24 years, something like that. I have to go back and look, but a long time. And I do have a passion for helping people. And I love that when we do that, it helps ourselves as well. So Dee Dee and I have coached a long time together. Gayla and Dee Dee and I all ran a coaching program Metamorpho, and we've done a lot together. So we're excited. Stacy brings another fitness component to it. Ashley is amazing. We talk, I mean, when we get on calls with each other, we start talking about pelvic floor health and all kinds of stuff that's fun that we all need to talk about. So, I mean, you'll get more than just weight loss. I mean, we might start talking about pelvic floor. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for now, Tim. Thank you.
Now I need to Google what a pelvic floor.
It's really a woman thing, big time.
I know. I'm. Hey, Dee Dee, would you introduce Dr. Gates? I mean,
I
think you.
would love to do that. Dr. Gates and I met, gosh, you may have to remind me when, because years run together for me, but we've known one another for quite a while. Our our journeys crossed paths when at just the perfect time for her, and she has her medical doctor degree, so she is an MD. She was actually still practicing when we met, and I don't think I've ever met anybody as bold as she was to step away from that. And I'll let her tell you a little bit more about that. But her passion is to help people to heal. She really has a heart to be a healer and not just a drug pusher. And I won't say that all medical doctors are like that. She was not like that. But that field tends to treat symptoms and not find solutions. And so we kind of went our separate ways for a little while. And again, we have reconnected, and just super excited to bring together this team of coaches. It feels like we're having a little bit of a family reunion because we've done this before. But there is a lot of value to this program. And I'm super excited that you were on board with us to offer it to everybody. We're super excited. I think this program will be something that's really easy for people. And I'm so glad to have Dr. Gates on board. She really, she and I are both empaths, and we'll talk a little bit about that and about how our emotions can cause us problems. Sometimes we stuff emotions. And so, like stuff in our mouth emotions. And so that's a component of this program, and learning how to get your body in balance is learning how to manage emotions. So that's kind of her part of her expertise. She has lots of other expertise too, but Dr. Gates, if you would just, and I'm gonna quit calling you Dr. Gates because you've asked me to, but that's how I always introduced her before. Gayla is gonna hop on here and just share a little bit about her why and why she's with us at Agravitae.
Yeah, thank you. And yes, please don't call me Dr. Gates. It's too formal.
I'll call you Stu.
I haven't been called Dr. Gates. It's almost been 10 years. It was 2015 when I resigned. It was December, actually, 2015. And I should say retired. And I walked out the door March 2016, not knowing what I was going to be doing. But I knew it was time to change. Several reasons why I decided it was time to go. First of all, I felt like Spirit was telling me it was time to go. It's for my next journey. My heart wasn't in it. My soul was struggling with the way that medicine became, what it turned into. It wasn't what I thought it would be. It was almost like my dream was crushed along with my heart. And I've still had some grief from it all these years later, because I really thought that it was going to be the place where people come, they get what they need, and then you didn't necessarily have to see them again. But then it became this ongoing, experience of people not really getting well. And I realized how mentally and emotionally sick we all were including myself. So I gained over like 60 some pounds during my training, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me until one day it was in a really low spot. I thought I was depressed, but I realized my depression would go away, the symptoms per se, when I had time off. And if you know real depression, that does not happen. It stays with you. And I found that I was empathic and I was absorbing everything and everybody's stuff, and I just didn't know how to manage it. So I became tired all the time, and I would emotionally eat. I decided to go to a residency that had a bakery. And so every type of cake you could think of was being served, and being on call, working 30 hours shifts, you eat. I mean, you name it, I ate it. And I just couldn't understand what was happening to my body. So learning that I was empathic changed my life. It happened at the end of it, though, when I was really, I almost just gave out. I can't really explain it. So that's when I decided it was time for a change. And that's when I met Dee Dee, and that's when the natural health piece came for me. My mother had passed away from cancer, so I knew I needed to do something different. My father had died from cancer as well, so I knew, okay, I don't want to inherit this. How can I change? And so that's when the nutrition piece really started speaking to my heart, and how this beautiful experience of working with, companies that I could partner with to do that. So that's how I met Dee Dee, and that's how I met most of you that I do know, the faces that I do know, and just had a passion for healing, all types of healing. So my journey has been cyclical, which you'll notice we go through cycles, and one of the cycles was through life coaching, because the mental body was my sickness, right? Like, and a lot of us wanted to just say, if I can manage my brain, if I could select my thoughts, if I could get this thing together, then everything else will work its way out. So I was like, okay, that's what's happening with humanity. We're not really focusing on our mental piece and our emotional piece. So I started just walking the walk, and another brick would come on the path and say, okay, let's learn about this, let's learn about that. And then I asked the question about 3 years ago, now, how do we get to the root of it? Where's the root of the issues that we're all having? And that's when the ancestral piece came in for me. It's like, what's in our families? What's in, what have we inherited both genetically and habitually? What types of thoughts have we inherited? What types of stuff runs in the family that you just can't shake off? And I asked that question to Spirit, and I was like, God, why is everybody coming with the same stuff? And at the time I was taking care of, this was near and dear to my heart, a lot of African-American patients, and we had all these resources, but we still had the same issues. And I was like, something's got to give. And that's when I heard you heal it in the energetics. And my shamanic path was born at that point. So I went through shaman training and have been working with the more natural, more energetic piece of it, because I realized being empathic means your energy, your energy stuff. It's more than just the physical. We're way more than our physical bodies. And the energetics lit me up big time, because I'm like, okay, now it's starting to make sense. So I found myself overwhelmed in that too, because you can work yourself to death in all these different aspects of things. So I had my own personal crisis, and it was at some point your body will tell you enough's enough, and that you've been carrying too much grief, too much other stuff within yourself. And so I found myself here, not only to contribute to help, but also, like Doris said, I'm a student and a teacher at the same time. So one of my favorite comments that I heard a life coach say one time, she said, help the person that's 5 minutes behind you. So you keep your ego in check. You're not the end all, the be all. We're not here to tell people what to do or to say we're experts, because if you think that somebody with, a degree behind their name is an expert, you are mistaken, because we're always evolving, right? We just know what the book has taught us. and what experience has taught us, but there's no such thing. We're always learning if you are humble enough to be. So that's where I am. And I found that, I said, Dee Dee, what's going on? The Spirit said, call Dee Dee. I woke up in the middle of the day. It's like, call Dee Dee. And it seemed like it was a good time to join and to be a part and to say, how can I help? And the coaching aspect of it for me is what I love the most. I'll be honest with you. I love the products, but I love the people. And I want to get my hands on the people, to see how I could help and offer just everything that I've done, all the experiences I've had, and just, hopefully cure perfectionism. Just work on being too perfect. That's something that I really feel like is a part of my mission, is to get rid of all of this pain and suffering that we all have put ourselves through, and the hardness of it all, and really honor us with some grace and compassion. So that's where I stand on things. I'm excited to be working with these ladies and with this company, because I just want to see us all get better and grow. So thank you.
And outside of the coaching, Gayla, you also are going to be doing some educating for us, so that people have a better understanding of the potential of graviola and what that can do for us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be picking brains, asking, what is it that you want to learn more about? What can I help educate more about? Education is near and dear to my heart. So I'm very excited, very excited.
Well,
Yes.
we're excited that you're here, and grace and compassion. Those are such lovely words. And I hope that we all can afford to give grace to others and be compassionate. And no, that's just lovely. But again, thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Gates, Dee Dee, Dory, Ashley, Stacy. Thank you for those introductions. And so I'm just going to be moving through the slides, and Dee Dee, I think the next slide is for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Why isn't it not wanting
Let's see if
to
we
move?
can get it to move.
There it goes.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I need to go back one. See? Oh,
it moved too fast.
I know. Aren't I just
Okay, so
hold on?
actually,
Let me get back to where we need to be.
okay.
It was a slight delay on my.
So are we there?
Yes.
Okay. So the program officially starts on January 1st. If you have people that want to join, or you haven't officially signed up to join by January 1st, that's okay. People can join at any point in the program. Everything will be recorded. People can go back and listen to it. The only thing that you will lose out on if you don't get started with us right away is those points that we're going to talk about, because points equal dollars, and every day that you participate, you have the potential to earn. So in January, we're going to start out focusing on resetting our body, which I will dive into detoxing. We will talk about how to detox on different levels, because none of us are in the same place. So I will spend a good bit of time talking about that. And then we will move from and we will have a list lined up for you, so that you'll kind of know what's coming. But I will do my trainings or educational pieces / coaching. I will do those at noon. And I haven't picked a day yet, but I'm just going to throw it out. We'll start on January 1st. So I'll do the first one on January 1st. I don't know that I will stick with that day of the week, but they will always be at noon, and they will be Facebook Lives in our group. If you registered using the form, you should have gotten an email it actually came from Ronnie Brown. Ashley forgot to change it from Ronnie's name. So if you go search your emails for Ronnie Brown, you should find it. The group is called Body and Balance on Facebook, and that's where we will do our accountability stuff, and that's where I will do my piece. I know that Gayla's going to do hers in the evenings at some point. Dory's we're all going to have parts and pieces that we play as far as the coaching piece and the weekly information and education. So there'll be lots of that available, and you can pick and choose when you participate, and you can just listen to the recording as well. We'll move from resetting to rebalancing, and then oh, thank you, Ashley. I can't talk and do that, but there's the link in the comments for anybody that has not joined the Facebook group. And then we'll move from rebalancing to restoring, because that's really what we want. Is we want to get to a place where our bodies are completely restored. And when we're rebalanced and restored, it's going to take care of so many things. We hear all the time that if we have some chronic condition, it's never going to go away, but that's not true. I can attest to that. When I was 30, I had all of the symptoms that my mom started with at 45 and was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And I said, I'm not going there. I'm not taking medications that don't work, and I'm not going to let myself get there. So we can manage chronic problems by resetting, rebalancing, and restoring. So this is not just about weight management. This is about getting your body in balance and allowing it to function like it's supposed to. So I'm really excited. And everybody just plan on watching in that group. I'll let you know when I'll get started on January 1st. It'll probably be right at noon. I'm just going to put it in my calendar to do those, like a lunch and learn kind of thing at noon weekly. So then we'll move to the next slide and talk about those gratitude points. So I'm going to let you, Tim, explain just gratitude points in general, because I was blown away at how many people have no clue what they are, how to use them. And then we'll talk about how people can earn basically $3 a day just by doing 3 simple things.
Well, thank you. Yes, and we need to educate more on these gratitude points. So gratitude points simply are your frequent shopper program here at Agravitae. So every time you purchase, you are going to receive gratitude points. Now, gratitude points are dollar for dollar, and they will help you then if you, as you accumulate them, you can then use them for future purchases. So, an auto ship on an AM PM combo, you might earn 10 gratitude points. And on that gratitude, those, again, they can accumulate. And then on a order that you come online, you can then convert them over for more product. And what we are going to be doing is during this event and through the reset, the rebalance, restore program, you have, as Dee Dee had mentioned, a chance to earn gratitude points every day. And as our intention is, again, as we change our intention and we change our way of thinking every day, oftentimes they say it takes 28 days to become a habit, right? If you do something for 28 consecutive days, it becomes a habit. We want these action items tonight that we're going to go over to become those habits. And part of that is for every day that you do it, you'll earn some gratitude points. And at the end of this program, you have a chance to earning over $270 worth of gratitude points that you can then turn around to use in your business or to use to bestow the blessing of our products onto somebody else. So again, gratitude points, it simply is our frequent flyer program, our frequent shopper program. Every time you purchase, you're going to earn these points and you can redeem them later. All right. Okay, moving on. And again, if anyone has any questions, just put it there in the chat. All right, let's see if we can get the slide to move. I love technology. There we go.
There we go. Sometimes they're just slow to load, and that's okay. So we will work through any questions anybody has in the Facebook group, but I posted an example in that group so you could see what your intro accountability post is going to look like. And that will be the thread that you post your accountability every day. As Tim said, if you were to score 100% and not miss a day doing these three things, then, and I don't think the three things are listed, so I will list them for you, but there are three things that we are asking you to do on a daily basis. And each of those things is equal to a gratitude point, which equals $1, which means you can go and buy product with it. So let's say you have your auto ship set up for the Body and Balance program. I would suggest taking advantage of the special deal that we have right now where you can get one for 25% off. But then you get your auto ship set up. If you have your auto ship set up, you're going to earn gratitude points for that. And those are going to kind of, those are what I call your bonus points, because didn't you say 20 points, Tim, if somebody had auto ship set up for the Body and Balance package?
It is 15.
15. Okay. So you have 15 points, which means that you can, maybe take the weekend off or whatever and still have enough at the end to be able to buy a Body and Balance package. So it'd be like getting one for free. I think Stacy said it skipped a slide. I think the slide that skipped was the slide that talks about each point and how we earn it.
Okay, let me get back to that. Okay, you probably need to stop sharing. Hold on. My computer is not doing
Well, I
what
think
want.
sometimes, I know I do this, I'll like just kind of hit the button to move, and then it jumps for it.
Got it. Yep. So,
We got that one.
yeah, we got that one. There we go.
There we go. And I'm going to have to sit up close to the screen and squint my eyes to see what I'm looking at. We went past it again. It jumped over it. With or without the slide, I can tell you how you earn those 3 points.
Okay,
so 1 point you earn simply by taking the products. And as I was explaining to Ashley, who struggles to be able to take the Shilajit, her body's just not ready for it yet. And we're going to tailor this program to you. So if maybe you can't take the Shilajit, it doesn't mean you don't earn a point. Whatever products we come to a conclusion are the products that you're supposed to be taking, you take those products and you earn a point every day. So you get paid $1 to take Agravitae. How cool is that? And then the other two are you're going to spend 10 minutes on mindset. And we're going to cover that. We're going to cover that on some of the reset time frame up early. But until then, anything you do that helps you with your mindset for 10 minutes, be it a devotion in the morning, maybe you do a daily devotion, 10 minutes of that earns you a gratitude point. Maybe you are planning out your day and planning your grocery shopping. That's mindset. Anything that you're doing intentionally, and you can't go back and try to think of what did I do. It needs to be intentional. But if you are spending 10 minutes working on your mindset and it's intentional, then that's going to earn you a point. You also are going to earn a point for intentional movement. Again, you can't just say, I walked in and out of the store. That was 5 minutes. You can't go back at the end of the day and come up with it. Don't be a cheater, because this is going to be on the honor system, right? But 20 minutes of some sort of intentional movement. It can be walking, it can be lifting weights, it can be whatever you decide, but that's another $1. So those three things, those three simple things. And then you go into the group where you set up your accountability post, which is what's on the next slide. You set up that accountability post. you post on there, and I've given you an example. Was one of my former clients with the Metamorphy program, and I got permission from her to post it. And I used hers because I wanted you to see what it looks like if you don't have a goal picture, and the goal doesn't have to have anything to do with weight. It might just be a time in your life that you were happy and you want to get back to that time period. So whatever you post, that particular picture is kind of going to anchor you to be able to go and find your accountability post. And you're just going to post, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? How many points? And then the other thing that's important is we do a running total, which is also in that example post, so you can see it, because I don't want to go back and add up all your points at the end of 90 days, nor do you. So we just do a running total. So today I earned my 3 points, and I put, the things I did, and my total is 3. Tomorrow I do my things. I only do 2 out of the 3, so my total is now 5. So we'll have a running total every time you place a comment under your accountability post.
Fantastic. Should I move next slide?
Yep.
I tell you, I keep hitting the same button, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I just think they're sometimes slow.
All right. Daily return post. Okay. So we've gone through this.
Yeah.
Body imbalance, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual.
Yes. So these are just some of the things that we're going to cover, just to give people an idea of the things that, again, I'm having to squint and see, things that we're going to cover, right? Things that we can do to decrease inflammation, because a lot of people don't know, like, why do we have inflammation and how do we decrease it, aside from graviola, which it has lots of anti-inflammatories. Sometimes we're fighting against ourselves, right? If I'm eating a lot of things that are highly inflammatory, that graviola can only do what it can do. So we have to learn how to work our choices together with the products to make them work better.
Absolutely.
So,
You know what, just Dee, just, as you're looking at the slides, as we talk about, as we add better nutrition, we get more energy, everyone looks at this, oh, this is really daunting, or this is tough. All I can say is that it's just every day. It's just, those 30 minutes, take the pill, 10 minutes with intention, 20 minutes of movement. It becomes, it just becomes who you are. And the
yes.
progress that you're going to see in 90 days, I'm just so excited to see all the change and the stories that are going to come out, because we are really going to impact people's lives. I know that for a fact. And, again, if you do this every day for 90 days, at the end of it, you're going to not only receive, gratitude points that are going to get you up to over $300 worth of product. I think what we're going to do, and I haven't even talked to Dee or Dory this, to the person who has best transformation story, and we're all going to vote on this, is we're going to give them $500 in cash.
Oh, wow. And a transformation doesn't have to mean weight loss.
No, it doesn't.
A transformation, I mean, and this is my 90-day program with Metamorphy, I called it Total Transformation. And it's true. You can totally become a different person in 90 days. And I got a little bit of pushback on 90 days. That's a long time to ask people to commit. 28 days establishes a habit, but 28 days, it doesn't always stick. You can create a habit, but if you want it to stick, you really need more than 28 days. And so I'm excited. And that $500 cash is just icing on the cake.
Yeah. And again, it's not, as you said, Dee, it's not going to be about weight loss. It's not going to necessarily. It's just that person they know that they've changed their mental their physical, their emotional, their spiritual self, you know, via the community, via the products, via through everyday intentional effort. All right, go on. Now I figured out how to actually move the next slide. And as soon as I say that, of course, it doesn't move.
And
Oh,
I just turned my camera off because I've got to move my phone.
nope, there we go. So here's the slide is weekly coaching topic examples. So I'll just read them here, and then Dee Dee, when you can come in. So mindset, accountability, affirmations. We've talked about that. We're going to use the products. We're going to detox the body. We're going to start moving those bottles, bottles, moving the body. Fatal five. I've not heard that expression before.
That's my term. We're going to talk about the 5 worst ingredients. And there's lots of bad ingredients, right? But there's 5 that if you can eliminate them from your diet, and we don't do it all at once. That's the other thing that I always talk about. If you want things to stick, you need baby steps. So that's part of the blueprint. Baby steps will make it not just simple, but easier, and it will set you up for success. So we're going to talk about the fatal 5 and how to start eliminating them.
Fantastic. And then, yeah, very, very important, hydration, water. Got to bring that intake. So many of us get dehydrated, even, you know, we think during the winter months, the cold, it will zap, it will basically, it'll strip your hydration levels. I love this forgiveness and gratitude. We need better sleep and relaxation. How do we balance that busy life? How do we caregiver fatigue? I hadn't noticed that, Dee Dee, on the slide, but many of you know that my mother recently went under hip replacement, and that's tough. Anyone who's ever had to do that, I adore you all, because it is that fatigue. I understand that. And then unleashing your manly energy. And then the pelvic floor. So again, I think those are all wonderful, wonderful things. But all right, Bill, I know you're on there. We got to do the manly energy here.
That's right. We can change it to just unleashing your
The feminine energy is about relaxation and being in alignment with nature. This is not a sex thing or gender thing. We all have masculine and feminine energy.
I agree.
And we're all off whack. So that's for everyone. I own that one. I was responsible for that one.
All right, next slide. Oh, well, we're kind of wrapping up. That's right. Well,
so this is where I think there's a whole lot of power. We talked about accountability and having some camaraderie, and it's so much more fun to do things when you have your friends doing it with you. But y'all, one of the things that I don't think we have educated enough on is the 3 and Free program. It doesn't really apply to those of us who are social retailers, but we're earning when we have people that we've referred. And even if you're a customer, you don't have to want to sell the product, or, you know, a lot of people just say, I don't want to do that. That's fine. But where Tim set up this amazing program where even customers, you know, we talk about every day you can earn $3. What if you had 3 customers that were buying the same thing or the equivalent of the same thing as you are? Then your product is free every month. Your gratitude points allow you to get your product free every month, which is amazing. So we really want to encourage people to invite others so that they can also get their body in balance. We want you to understand the benefits of that, even if you're a customer. But it's just, you will have more success if you have some friends doing it with you, and we're all your friends and we're all doing it with you. But if you have somebody locally that you can do your exercise with, it's a whole lot more fun. And when you have somebody locally to hold you accountable, I have a walking partner and we haven't walked in quite some while because of schedule issues. But when we walk, the days that I don't want to do it, she's messaging me and saying, "Hey, are we walking this morning?" And I'll say, "Oh, okay, we'll walk this morning." And then I'm glad I did. And so if you can find some folks locally that can do this with you, I promise you it's going to be a whole lot more fun and you get to impact people's lives. So I'm excited. Oh, Stacy's calling you on the carpet, Tim.
On what?
Check out the messages.
Check out the messages chat. Tim, I am joining. Yes. You will see me doing my accountability. I will be making my, you're gonna have to remind me to do the post. I'm not on Facebook all that often, but I need to be. That'll be one of my goals. And I'm here for the 90 days.
One of the things that Stacy dropped in the chat that I feel like needs to be verbalized so everybody hears it too, so it goes in, in your eyes and in your ears also. Set alarms to take your product as reminders. Set an alarm to do your accountability, because that's not something we're accustomed to doing every day, especially people that are not Facebook users. They just, you might get on once or twice a week, but set a reminder on your phone, and that way it's going to pop up to help you. I mean, like, that's worth $1. $3 really. Because your accountability is everything. If you don't post it, it doesn't count. So we didn't make that be a point just simply because it's got to get posted to count. So anyway, we wanted to keep it simple.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I'm excited. And yes, Stacy, I will be there right along with everyone else. This is going to be, transformative. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And I look forward to hearing everybody's story. And at the end of these 90 days, look forward to finding that person who's just transformed their lives. And we'll be able to reward them a little bit more with that $500. So next steps.
One last quick comment from me. If you have not commented something in the chat, please do, because I'm going to use the chat to do a spinner and do a drawing to give away some detox tea.
All right, everybody down in the chat. Just for some little housekeeping, as soon as this becomes available, the video will be posted in the groups. I'll also have we've been taking notes and we'll consolidate those notes and we'll get them out to everybody as well.
Awesome. And I will upload it to YouTube.
Fantastic.
So, Gayla, did you have something that you wanted to add before we wrap it up?
The only thing coming through me is restoration as well. We push, we have a lot of thoughts about how we can change our bodies, but if we're not really resting and sleeping and giving ourselves some quiet time, I thought today about maybe leading some meditations or some breathing, some breath work stuff to try to calm down some of the fight or flight that we are all experiencing and have been experiencing. So looking forward to just maybe taking it down a notch from time to time so we're not always flying. That's what was coming through me to say, but I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and the other thing too, I just also wanted to say, I'm going to be doing intro calls. So I'll get to meet everyone. The call is really designed to just say hello, for me to introduce myself to you, but also to find out what else you may need and want to get out of this program. Sometimes we have things that we may want to share privately, and they're meant to be quick little introductory, maybe 10 minutes or so calls. So if you don't want to receive a call from me, let me know. I can be reached in the group in the messenger, and obviously we have all your contact information. So I'm assuming you're a yes, unless you tell me you're a no, and I'll be more than likely making phone calls in the evenings or mid-afternoons, things like that, just to welcome you. And if I don't get you, I'll leave you my number to call me back. So that's something that we didn't mention, but we just wanted everyone to feel welcomed, and I'll be saying hello to you myself.
Fantastic. All right, everyone. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and look forward to the next 90 days. This is going to be exciting. But everyone have a blessed evening, and we'll all speak soon. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Tim.
Good night, everybody. Look
Hi,
forward
thank
to
you.
chats.
Good night, everybody. Tim, if you can check the chat, somebody was having trouble ordering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Susan
Susan
Mills.
I didn't see that. And I'm having trouble downloading the AI notes.
They may not download until after we're done. I don't know.
Okay, because I said send it to me or send it, and it may have sent it to you because it was your ID.
Yeah.
So who's having it? Susan Miller?
Yeah. And then some of the people that commented, you have iPhone user. It doesn't have a name.
Yeah, so if anybody does not have their name on here, then I need to know. Just comment your whole name so I can put you in the drawing. I know one of them was just iPhone and one of them was welcome newcomers.
Susan Mills. There you are.
Welcome newcomers is Laurel.
So Susan Mills, I'm sending you just send me a quick email with the issue, and we'll get you taken care of. All right.
All right.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a good night, team.
Good night.
Thank you.